Australia, Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe. Welcome back to Zambia. It's your boy once again, Matthews, aka Matthew08. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for always returning back to my channel, because my channel exists because of you. Without you, my channel ceases to exist. And in today's video, we are visiting the famous and oldest village here in the heart of Zambia, called MUKUNI village. This village is known to be the oldest village, and I was intrigued to come to this place, and we are going to have a little tour. So if you are new, put a like to this video.
We pay 100 kwacha.
Okay. So what is her name?
A big tree trunk that supports big branches. The village is 700 years old and it has a population of 7,000 people.
7,000?
Yes.
A lot.
The current chief is the 19th on the throne. He's 75 years old and he's been on the throne for 35 years. And this is where he stays. This is the chief's palace. So in our local language, we call this place Lumpasa. Lumpasa means the home of the lion or a lion's den. We say so because the chief is holding the symbol of the lion. And inside the palace, there are two important huts. The first one is that small round hut, which is called the tail. And in the tail, that is where the chief can be poisoned. Because according to our culture, when the chief is on his throne, he cannot resign unless he dies a natural death or induced death. Then in the big thatched house, that's where the chief meets his visitors. The big tree over there, it's a historical tree by Dr. Livingstone. After visiting the Victoria Falls, Livingstone got lost and found himself in the village. So when he came here, he was the first white man to come to this village. And when people saw him, because of the skin, they thought that he was a ghost, and they couldn't let him enter the palace to see the chief, because they thought that if they let him in, he might kill the chief. So they made him sit under the big tree. And that was in 1855. And since that time, under that big tree is our meeting place.
Wow. So Livingstone sat down on that tree?
Yes, and that is the prison there. That is the jail.
That's a cell.
Which, this one?
And there are people
This small
inside.
is jail.
It's jail, yes.
Yes. So what kind of offenders go there?
So there are people inside.
Yes, so we can...
As our tour guide has said, that this is a small neighborhood police station where they put people who use abusive language, because in this place using abusive language is categorically forbidden, meaning most of the people in this village are quite disciplined. And we are just going to tour this place to see what kind of houses they have and what their houses are made of. As you can see, most of the houses, the roofs are made of grasses, or you can call them grass thatched houses, and the walls are made out of mud from the anti-hill, and most of the fences you find that they are made out of grass. It is an interesting village that you can see here, and most of the people here, they live as one family, because people in this village, they are of different generations, as the tour guide has explained. And lucky enough, we found people here dancing to traditional music, beating the drums, because they are organized such an event, because tourists. So this is the most those people, the boy and the girl, they just skip African tradition. That's the tourists, and the tourists from different countries are enjoying and capturing the moment. I can simply say that this is a typical African village where everything is just made out of traditional things. Of course, the office, which is made of glass and with trees. I don't know how they do this, but it is very interesting. If you visited an African village, you are watching from Europe, Asia, Australia, North America, South America, leave a comment. And this one, the design is so nice. They put mud in between and trees as well. So this is just a traditional way of building these houses. And they have kept, or they have stuck to the traditional way of doing things here, despite it being the modern village, because most of the tourists here, they come to this place, and that house there probably just keep different things there. And this is the granny there sleeping, because here you find different generations of people from the chief MUKUNI. Yes, and they even have a solar panel there, a source of power.
Children and grandchildren, so they sleep in these separate huts. And this tree, this is the amarula tree. The tree bears fruits which they used to make the wine. It's called amarula. But here in the village, it's one of the traditional medicine we use for diarrhea. We get the bark from this tree, we boil, drink the water, and it stops diarrhea. But in the bush, there are many trees like this. So monkeys and elephants, they eat the fruits of the tree and they get drunk. So others call it the elephant tree. Because we also make our own cooking oil from the nuts. So the nuts are called manketi. I want to crack one of the nuts so that you see how they look like.
Cooking oil.
So you put the nuts there. So
what kind of food is this?
This is mungongo.
Okay, mungongo.
Yeah. So when the 100
nuts for one meal.
Yes, so when the nuts
a few spoons of oil.
Yes.
No, the 100 nuts can make like 1 liter cooking oil.
1 liter?
Yes, but you have to use it immediately.
Okay.
Because when you keep it, it evaporates. Okay. So there's a process how to make the oil. We get these nuts, put them in the mortar, we pound them, and it will be in a powder form. Then you add water just there in the mortar, you stir and put the liquid in the pot and let it boil. So while boiling, water comes out and the oil remains in the pot. Then that's when you can add any type of vegetable that you want to eat. So nothing is wasted. After cracking the nuts, these shells, we put them on the fire and the pan just like we use firewood. Yes, so nothing is wasted.
Okay. And can you eat
yes, you can.
nuts?
You can taste the white part.
This small hut you can see made out of wood, and of course the roof is made out of grass. It is used as a kitchen, like food is cooked on the firewood, and this is the most delicious food you can ever taste in this world, the food that is cooked on the fire.
If a snake enters the round hut, it won't find a corner where it can hide, but it will be going round and round to find its way out. Because snakes, they like corners. When they find the corner,
village, most of the houses are built in a round shaped. It is for safety purposes, because for the past 29 years, even me, I did not until today when we visited this place. They build them like this so that when the snake enters the house, it will be just making circles, and in the end it will just go out, rather than when they build a house with corners. And here they make, of course, local brew. This is the woman who makes the local brew. You can buy here, and she uses this technique to make this local brew and sells to different people as source of income. It is very interesting to visit this place. Otherwise, I'm learning a lot, because I once lived in the village, but by then I was very young.
It can be the brothers, the sons, or the grandchildren. And when someone is appointed to be the successor, he has no choice. Whether he likes it or not, he has to take that position. So when the successor is appointed, there is a stone they deliver to him, and that stone is called the living stone, because when they deliver the stone, he has to swallow the stone, and it has to be in his body for all his lifetime.
Is it big?
Only when he wants to die, that's when he can vomit the stone, so that they keep it for the next one who's going to be chosen. So this thing has been happening from generation to generation. So even at the time when the chief has died, we are not allowed to say the chief is dead. It's a taboo. So when the chief has died, we have a public announcer who would walk around the whole village pronouncing it in our local language, saying the stone is broken just because of that stone. So if you make a mistake of saying the chief is dead at the time when he has died, you'll be put in the cells and you'll be fined for a cow.
Okay. So how do they get the stone from the chief after he has died?
The stone will come out when he's about to die.
Who, when he's about to die, to
Come out of the stone I'm talking about. It is not a real stone.
wow.
It's a symbolic stone.
Okay.
So the
So
stone
when
exists or not?
spirits protect it not to come out.
Oh,
Throughout his life.
Yes.
Maybe it also protects him.
But that
Yes.
stone is visible or not?
It's something visible.
Visible. So you can touch that stone.
Yeah, not to everyone, only the elders who witness it at the time when they are passing it over to the chief. Bathing room here, their cooking place, and I would want you to have a look inside the house.
Okay, please. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they wash the clothes like you did it yesterday.
So can we look inside?
Go and take a look first.
Mind your head.
one thing that I've noticed in this place is people, they just live a simple life despite having a lot of, animals or cattle, because people from the village are known to have a lot of cattle. That means they are even richer than people who live in the city. That's my opinion. And let's just get inside. We see what is the content of this house. Of course, there is a broom there is water in the buckets, because people, they say that in Africa there's no water, or in African villages there's no water. You've seen for yourselves. And the other side, where it is covered with curtains, this is the bedroom where they sleep, of which I wouldn't want to film this private room, because this is where they sleep. And whenever you see such houses which are made out of wood, just know it's either a kitchen or where they keep their farm produce. It could be maize, it could be groundnuts, it could be anything they've harvested. And you can even see that apart from having grass thatched houses, you can also find houses that are made out of bricks. And me, I like the sand here, the color. I don't know if it is brown, yellow, whatever. Leave a comment what color of this sand it is. If you've never been to Africa before, please do visit Africa. You'll find the tradition, the food and lifestyle to be interesting. So in this place you'll find a lot of things, and there are a lot of mango trees as well. So in this place, people, they don't need to buy mango because each and every person has got a mango tree on their yard. And one thing that I would like to make mention is people here, they know each other. So if you are new, you come to this village, they will know, definitely identify you that this is a visitor. And now we've just approached a place where different people from all walks of life from this village come to relax, come to refresh themselves with a local brew called 7 days. Why is it called 7 days? Because it is made within the space of 7 days, and they are very excited, of course, to see our friend Anna from Russia. Here you are going to see old women, young women, and of course grannies as well. This beer called 7 days is made out of millet, and our friend tourist from Russia, Anna, she wants to try this, and our tour guide, of course, is explaining how this brew is made or manufactured, and each bottle costs about less than $1.
So, we have not yet eaten.
Oh, you have not eaten. So Anna now is trying to taste the local beer. But today we are making you taste the beer, the local beer. Wow. So this is how, so who are these people who are gathered here?
There are people from the village that have come to support them.
To support the business. Okay. So this is what happened here. So some more people who are here.
Most of the people have come to this place just to support this woman because of the business she's doing, selling this 7 days local brew beer. And it is very interesting to see how united people in the village are such that they just come at this or to this tree to see to it that they support their fellow local villager. Apart from being the oldest and famous village here, it has got even running water. The taps, they have been built, and they just open this water on certain times. It has got a schedule, and at this time it is not open. People, they fetch maybe in the morning and in the evening. This village is tailor-made for everything, or everything is under one roof. And what I'm thinking is, people here mostly they use herbs to treat people from different diseases because they know how to use herbs, and because the medicine that we use is gotten from the trees which these people uses, which is just one and the same. And there even a small kantemba here, kiosk. You can even see eggs, rice, tomatoes, jiggies, and black tea here. So if you wanted to buy, you can find shops in this village. And this is just a small tour that I wanted to show you the famous and oldest village, the most visited village in Zambia, called Chief MUKUNI. Otherwise, guys, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for everything. My channel exists because of you. Without you, I will not be filming this video. And you can also find a small craft trading place where they sell small or little souvenirs or traditional things which are made out of wood, which are made out of beads, just like that. I like this drum. The skin is from the cow. Let's get inside and see what they have or what they sell. And most of the tourists who come to this place, they peruse through. Of course, you can see these things made out of palm trees and different other traditional things made out of wood. Now we are leaving this village after a small, interesting and informative tour of this village. Thank you very much and see you in the next video. This was Matthews aka Matthew08 from Zambia, Africa.
Oh, I want to see my bedroom.